plus soul equals Super Bowl. Act J, act soul, now you been told. Now you know we on the road and we big and bold. You opened up your mouth, now you're knocked out cold. We coming to get ya, I bet you won't win. Left hook, right hook, again and again. We got that high-powered offense with that lethal bunch. We're the bullies of the block and we'll take your lunch. Go to all of my hoodats across the land, and to all other teams that don't understand. We coming to get ya, I go, it's Super Bowl. We gonna paint the Lombardi black. Everybody, let's go. Let's get for the black and gold. Now let's go. It's rainbow that any competition, yeah, we coming to get you. Let's go. Say fast and let's get for the black and gold. Now let's go. It's rainbow that you better run it out, cause we coming to get you. Saints plus soul equals Super Bowl. Who dat? Who dat? What's up, everybody? And welcome to another edition of Tell It Like It Is Sports Talk Podcast, where we don't sugarcoat shiznit, just real talk from real people. I'm your host, Soul Saint, and as usual, Saints plus soul equals Super Bowl. Along with my other co-host, David King, the sports guru. What's up, Dave?
Hello. What it do, folks? What it do?
We got a little surprise for y'all tonight. Our boy Mike T, he had something to do. He had something to take care of. So we got my boy from Sports Overtime. Man, it's my homie, Teddy G, in the house. What's up, Teddy? Welcome, man. Tell it like it is, bro.
What's good?
What's happening? What's happening? Man, I tell you, bro, how you like that intro? Hello?
Yeah. Testing
okay,
1, 2, 3.
We got you. We got you.
You cut my mic. You can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut my mic on. My mic is on?
Yep.
All right. Cool. All right. Listen, I said I want to introduce myself. Here's the thing. You and I, we've been knowing each other for a minute. And at the end of the day, I started sports radio around 10, 12, 15 years ago. When did the Saints win the Super Bowl? 2009. With Tyrone Hughes and myself, we had a sports show. It was called Real Sports Talk. And so we predicted the Saints winning the Super Bowl that year, and we did. Tyrone Hughes is doing a sports cruise with you, and I think that everything is coming full circle. So I just thank you for bringing me on.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. And look, you doing that cruise too, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be in the building. Oh, yeah. On the wall.
All right now. Yeah, but like I said, Mike T is out. Whenever we, have somebody that might be out, Teddy G's right there, man, to fill in and keep the show rolling. So that way we'll always make sure we have a show coming at y'all.
Oh, yeah, I'll be right here.
Jump right on in this. One of the hottest topics of the week has been the Nichols and Taylor drama and the rumors, I might add. But before I say anything on how I feel or how we feel, a more significant person, he's an NBA player, my boy Steven Jackson, and like I said, I think what he said was fair, but I'm gonna let you listen to him and we'll elaborate on that after we hear him. Go ahead, roll that, Dave.
We all ramble. We say things when we frustrated, and Rachel did deserve that job. It's just plain and simple. I talked to Rachel, and I know a lot of things she was saying out of frustration because ESPN put her in a bad position, and they even put Maria in a position trying to give Maria a sympathy job. They was trying to make themselves look good because all the Black Lives Matter and the George Floyd stuff was going on. So ESPN tried to make themselves look good by taking the job from Rachel that she had already had, that they'd already told her she had, that she deserved, and give it to Maria just to make themselves look good. It wasn't a genuine job they wanted to give Maria. It's ESPN is behind all this, bro. It's all their fault. You know what I'm saying? I can't blame Rachel. I love Rachel, and I'm gonna stand behind her. I spoke to her, and I'm gonna stand behind Maria too. But ESPN, y'all some suckers. Y'all some suckers because y'all did this. Y'all tried to give her a real job, and it wasn't genuine. And look what happened. Come on, man. It's all ESPN fault. We love both of them. Think about this though, bro. How many times we as black people said that we was qualified? We know we qualified. We know we qualified for the job, but we didn't get it because they gave it to the white person just because he was white. How mad were we? Because they looking out for their own. How mad were we? When you know you deserve the job and they give it to a white person just because he's white. We've been dealing with that our whole life. And that pisses us off. We ain't getting recorded, but we say shit too behind closed doors. So I get it. I get it why Rachel mad. Rachel ain't never showed me no signs of being racist. But I would be mad too if I worked my whole life for a job and they gonna give it to a white dude just because Donald Trump in office. Or just because a white kid got killed and at the time it didn't look better for a white person to have a job. I would be mad too. It's just the facts. I ain't trying to be like, I'm speaking the truth. We rocking with both of them, Maria and Rach, but this is the truth. And back one more thing for y'all, IG world. Y'all got to be real with yourselves. A lot of y'all can't be real with yourselves, and a lot of y'all looking for handouts. A lot of y'all don't deserve nothing because you've been sitting at home not putting in the work and complaining about other people. Why they doing this? Why them and not me? But when you deserve something, when you put in the work for it, you should be mad when you don't get it. A lot of y'all won't understand that because y'all home still living off your mama, still living in your mama's house, and wonder why you ain't winning or ain't got nothing going on. I'm gonna hit y'all with harsh truth. I am the face for equality, but I also am the face of being black and proud and being strong and going to get what's mine. Not asking no white person or nobody to give me nothing. I'm going to take what's mine, like I've been doing.
That's good, Dave.
But y'all quick to forget when the jump first started. Rachel High.
All right, now I'm gonna talk about it, what he said first. You know, I like Maria Taylor, and I like my girl Rachel Nichols. I'm used to seeing Rachel Nichols on that sideline. She never showed me that she couldn't do the job. I thought she did an excellent job. You know, doing the NBA playoffs, the finals, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And like he said, you know, ESPN want to throw, you know, wanted to be look diverse and everything and say, hey, well, let's throw a black lady in there. And I feel the same way. If it was you or me, we would feel the same way. And we'll mumble under our breath too, you know, and feel the same way. So, you know, I'm kind of with Steven Jackson on this, you know, the way he feels about it, because I like both of them. I think both of them do their job top notch, you know. And I think it's messed up the way they did Rachel. Now, you know, how y'all feel about it?
All right, I'm gonna go with this because I've been in the game a long time, and I can tell you what they making them ladies do, regardless their color, or they're making them fight for one seat. But they have a lot of seats that's available that's being held currently by white men. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest. So there's more than one seat. Why they have to have Rachel and the other black lady, who Maria Taylor, she does a great job. She's also played basketball, so she knows exactly what she's talking about. But Rachel is so professional on the sideline. Watching game one of the finals, there was a very inexperienced reporter, and it looked like Chris Paul didn't even really want to talk to her for real. You know, she was asking him questions, that are kind of like taboo, and it takes experience from somebody like Rachel Nichols, who knows. Don't ask Chris Paul questions like that. You know what I mean? For example, oh, Chris Paul, I saw you had your hand wrapped on the sideline. What is that about? Chris Paul was like, I don't know what you're talking about. All right, it's the end of the interview. Rachel Nichols would have never asked him something like that, for the simple fact that guys are not going to talk about their injuries, period. So Rachel Nichols knows that.
Right.
Maria Taylor played basketball, so she knows that. So they want to have a female sideline reporter. Football does the same thing. Why is that? Why? Because they think that the sideline reporter looking cute will get a better review. You know, I said that can be seen as being sexist. That can be seen as a derogatory aspect, and ESPN is to blame. I'm with you, Soul, and I'm also with Steven Jackson. Rachel Nichols is not to blame here. If somebody was coming for my job, I don't care if they was black, green, yellow, red, or orange.
That's right.
You understand? I got a problem with it. So,
Right.
Maria Taylor, she's just making her way. And she's trying to get her contract because her contract runs out right after the finals, actually, like during the finals. So ESPN had to make a choice. And guess what? The choice had been made. They chose Maria Taylor, but Rachel Nichols has been around for so long, they couldn't tell her, we going with Maria, you know?
Yeah. How you feel about it, Dave? Hey, first I want to give a shout out to my boy, man, Nathan Murphy. What's up, Nathan? What's up, bro? He watching. He watching.
What's up, Native?
We got Gloria Cutie Pie Beach. What's
What's up,
up?
Gloria?
What's up, Glo? What's up? And my boy from Australia, Steve L.
How do you say the last name?
Steve L.
Hey, Mike.
And we got Tiffy. We got Tiffy King, T King.
What's up, Tiffy?
Yeah, man, that song is a hit, boss. That song is a hit, my boy. Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you, man. Thank you. Go ahead, Dave. How you feel about this, man?
You know,
Yeah,
I'm with you all. I think Teddy made a good point when he says that instead of them fighting over one seat, there should be more seats being available. That's a valid point that I never even thought about. Because to be honest with you, me personally, I don't even mess with ESPN. You know, I call it the Extra Stupid People Network because I can't stand ESPN. There's a whole bunch of dummies. They don't have, they're too biased about their hometown team or their alma maters or whatever. But for what we're talking about, it's sideline reporting. I don't know what the qualifications would be for getting or for being a sideline reporter or getting that position. But if it's not broke, why change up? Right. I mean, for what I've seen, Rachel Nichols, she to me, she does great.
She's solid. Yeah.
She does great. So I didn't see no need in shaking up anything. Now, I don't know if Rachel is on any of the other programming that ESPN has, but when Maria Taylor is on the pregame show, halftime show, she does pretty much a good job as well. And Maria Taylor, she did play at Georgia, she played at UGA, so she's actually been on the court, whereas Rachel Nichols has experience. She's been a sideline reporter for X amount of years. So there are certain things that she would know how to handle when it comes to interviewing players and know what to say and what not to say. And it really the finger is the point at ESPN, the network, the people who made that decision to shake things up. Because if they want to preach equality or if they want to preach diversity, first of all, you got to set the example by you got to set the example by just having the qualified person doing their job. Don't base a position or base somebody doing something because of their color skin, like Stephen A. and like you all was. I mean, not Stephen A. Stephen Jackson was saying, and like you are saying. To me, there is a legitimate gripe in a lot of instances, but in this instance, there's no legitimate gripe to say that, oh, she took my job because she was black. No, it was ESPN that she does have a legitimate gripe. She does have a legitimate gripe because Rachel did not do anything to lose her job.
Right.
And you know what? I feel sorry for Rachel because I'm sure they forced her to do that apology where she was crying. You know, she probably was crying because she knew in her heart she didn't do nothing wrong. And they probably forced her to sit there and tell your girl, Maria Taylor, hey, I'm sorry if I did this, if I did that. But like we said, man, somebody coming for your job, just like Teddy G said, somebody coming for your job, everybody gonna feel that way. You know you're doing a good job. Nobody has never told you wasn't doing a good job. Then all of a sudden, because something's going on, they're gonna replace you to make things look better. You know, that's wrong.
Now I'm gonna tell you somebody who does have a legitimate gripe that happened a couple of years ago is Pam Oliver. Because remember with Pam Oliver, she was part of the main sideline crew with Troy Aikman and I forget the
They took off. But I can understand her appearance.
Yeah,
If you ever was on the field, I was in the game and she passed, her hair is terrible.
Well,
her hair is terrible. Always.
Well, I mean, does she do her job well though?
Yeah, she do her job, but it's appearance too. You got to look nice, bro. You know, and Pam, you know, you're a black woman. You know, you got to do better with the hair. You got to do better with your appearance. You know, everybody in my section used to talk about that. Golly, look at her head. You know, and you know, it's a shame, bro, but that's the truth.
Did y'all either tell her do like this?
They took Pam from the prime time. They put her down on the Sunday crew, you know. Sunday 12 o'clock crew. They took her from prime time, bro, because she just wasn't looking prime time.
Yeah, man. Pam used to have them struggle wigs.
Yep, be frizzy. How you have a wig frizzy?
Y'all crazy.
That's true, man.
You making enough money to get a brand new wig every game.
She probably was not, having a proper hairdresser. She probably was she probably was doing it herself. So
y'all saying it's okay for Becky with the good hair to take the position?
Yeah, Pam need to do better. I mean, look at Maria Taylor. She always looking nice. You know, look at Rachel Nichols, always looking nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very presentable.
Mm-hmm.
That's why what happened in the bubble stays in the bubble.
Oh yeah, the rumor. What's up with this rumor, man, that I'm hearing? Can you elaborate on that, Teddy G?
Yeah, man, she had a crush on Jimmy Buckets, man, and Jimmy Buckets, man, had to go for the gold. You know what I'm saying?
And that was in the bubble.
In the bubble, Rachel Nichols.
So what happens in the bubble stays in the bubble, but that leaked out.
Well, at least we know she ain't racist. You know what I'm saying? she like dog meat. She like that dog meat. She like that 2-piece spicy. She like that 2-piece spicy dog.
Yes,
but listen,
indeed,
I said affirmative action. Affirmative action is kind of the culprit here, right?
Right.
And that's a man-made thing. See, here's the thing. You know, for me, I've been in management for years, and actually, it's documented. It's a documented study that people are going to hire people that look like them.
Mm-hmm.
So when you have the quote unquote diversity hire, or when you have quote unquote, they only hired you because you're black, right? I said years ago, they wouldn't hire anybody. They wouldn't hire anyone that was black. So then affirmative action comes along. And so now you're just coined as this diversity hire. Oh, they had to hire you, like you didn't have any talent, like you wasn't a superstar, Right. And so black people are getting tired of that. I said, look, there's not many jobs. Let's be honest. There's not many jobs like the ones at ESPN. Who else you have? What you have? FS1, Fox Sports, right? Fox That's Sports, it.
Yeah. You got NBC, that's NFL. They mostly NFL. NBC is mostly college.
So you got to take a look at it. I say Maria Taylor, she's trying to get Stephen A. Smith money. And Stephen A. Smith is getting paid $8.5 million a year.
He's getting paid $8.5 million a year just to be
She getting $1 million. right now.
Wait, Stephen A. Smith is getting $8.5 million just to
That's
be
my
out.
boy, man. That's my boy.
Man.
Stephen A. Smith, although he is annoying,
He
he is
entertaining.
ESPN. He is ESPN right now.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
People Network.
He is ESPN.
that's
So
right.
they pushing all their chips forward on Stephen A. Smith. You know, so Stephen has set the precedent on what you're supposed to get paid. So Maria Taylor is like, I want Stephen A. Smith money, right? So what did they do with Stephen Smith? You know, he has First Take in the morning, but then they also put him back on Sports Center. And I noticed that because I'm like, man, Stephen A. Smith, he's doing more work these days. They, you know,
Right.
they're not just letting him just do First Take. He's doing Sports Center. He's doing this. He's doing that. So it's like, all right, we paying you this 8.5, but we want to see your face on a lot of platforms. Like they really want to run their sponsorship and ads around Stephen A. Smith. I understand the game. I understand the game. So they like, all right, Stephen A. Smith, you're controversial, you're funny, you're black, you're this, that, and the other. We're gonna use you to get more ad space, to get more commercials, to get more this, that, and the other. That's what it's about. So Stephen A. Smith has been on that network for many years. So it was time for him to cash out. So, you know, but Maria Taylor doesn't have that type of she doesn't have that type of position right now.
Yeah, right. And if you notice,
Like,
Stephen A. he was commenting on the finals the other night. They brought him in, you know, for game one. You know, so he's doing a lot. You know, he's making that money. Oh yeah, you know, Glow. Them wigs was messed up. You gotta be presentable.
Lord, that baby there.
Yeah, that wig looked like it was stink.
Boy, she looked like she had a bunch of squirrels running around on top of her head, boy. Like she
bro. Yeah, bro. Like she got caught in the rain.
she had the wig looking like she was an avatar.
We gonna slide on over to another big story this week. And I just want to say, sometime, when we young, all of us did it. All of us made mistakes when we were young, so I mean, I look at it as a mistake she made. Hopefully, in the future, she won't make these mistakes. And I'm talking about this fast Olympic hopeful we had, Sha'Carri Richardson,
from LSU.
From Tigers. And she was our best chance to beat Shelly Ann Fraser Price. Y'all know who that is. That's the Jamaicans,
She's the fastest woman in the world right now.
Right now. Yep. So right under FloJo. Ain't nobody messing with FloJo records. I'm gonna tell you that.
FloJo records don't stay.
But she's the fastest woman alive right now. FloJo passed away.
Yeah, you know why them Jamaicans so fast though, eh? You know why them Jamaicans so fast, huh?
Why?
Because they be eating them yams straight out the ground, bro. I'm telling you, I'm serious. I'm telling you, I've been there. I'm
eating them yams.
Not sweet potatoes like we be eating. I'm talking about yams. Straight out the ground, like the one that come from Africa. I say them people, bro. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah,
them people, the original. They the original Dandada. You feel me?
Yeah. So back to Sha'Carri. So she's not going to the Olympics at all. She just tweeted that she was going to win a gold medal in the championships next year, but she won't be in the Olympics. So we'll see her. The next Olympics is 4 years?
So, yeah, she's young. She'll be all right.
Yeah, she's young. She got about 3 more.
Yeah.
So I mean, what y'all think? I mean, we know what she did, and she said it was because her mother passed away. And that was her way to cope with the depression.
She a weed smoker, so
right. I think if somebody wouldn't have passed away, she would have.
Yeah, probably so. But I don't know, man. It's
she would have still been smoking.
The rule is the rule. I ain't taking away from it.
Right.
But here's my thing. Why wasn't nobody from a U.S. official or somebody trying to reason with the Olympic Rules Committee or say, hey, the weed is not really performance enhancement. You can't even really say it does anything. I mean, it does. The CBD oil, the cannabis oil is used in a lot of medicine for healing and stuff like that. But what's the difference between that and Advil or a sports cream that does the same thing? And that's I don't know. I smell something fishy, and to be honest with you, it stinks. It stinks.
All right, hold on.
It stinks like a catfish head left out in Louisiana summer heat for 3 days.
Yeah, that's stinking right there.
Yeah,
that's like a stinker leg right there.
Yeah, it's just something fishy because nobody came to even attempt to appeal it or some reason. But then here's the thing that really got my antenna sticking up. When she announced that she wasn't even going to Olympics at all, because she did qualify to run the relays. She did qualify to run the relay, but now she's not going at all.
Right. Well, that's her attitude. She feel like, well, if you ain't gonna let me run 100, I ain't helping the relay. I'm just not.
That come out of her mouth though.
Yeah, breaking news. She's just like, she's no longer on the team right now.
Right.
Exactly. Breaking news. So let me, all right. You talk about rules, right? I said, let's say for instance, we're gonna come back to this topic, but let's say for instance, you have a person that was born as a boy, right? Mm-hmm. But then they become a girl, right? So that's transgender athlete. All right. So if you saying rules ain't rules, like rules are rules, should that boy girl be able to run against a girl?
Let me tell you something. That just came up. They had 2 Africans that was banned because their testosterone was too high. And they looked like dudes. If you saw them, if you read that article, they look like men. I'm like, is that really women? So, I don't think, and Africans got that kind of money to get no gender change, but these look like, I don't know. I mean,
they look like Big Frida.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. I mean, if you want to talk about unfair advantage,
Yeah, whatever you was born as, that's what you're gonna be.
You can't be no dude competing against women. Now, I do know some women that does have a strength for dudes. I know some women that can pick up some car motors, but that's very rare.
Mm-hmm. And it's usually them Russian women. If you ever see them, they always used to win the discus.
Oh, they all look like me.
Because they was built like men. But I know what that was.
Yeah.
They tight on that now. They tight on all them performance enhancing things and stuff. But see them Olympics way back,
But it comes down to the issue though, is marijuana performance enhancing?
Marijuana kind of relaxes you, from what I have heard. I don't think it make you faster.
Well, I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I've never smoked weed, but I've been around the whole. I've never smoked weed, but I've been around a whole lot of secondhand.
Right. It might make you
run fast.
Man, I don't feel like running today, man.
Yeah. Now, if it was crack, that's a different story. I know some crackheads that can break some records. Crack is definitely a performance enhancement drug. Weed, not so much. No.
Not unless they got a bag of Fritos at the. Not unless they got a bag of Fritos at the finish line.
Yep. The frozen pizza at the finish.
Yeah, they be running fast as a motherfucker for the munches, boy.
But no, I just think something stinks. Yeah, I mean, yeah, she should be banned. She should have did the 30 days. Rules are rules, but I'm just kind of more upset that nobody.
All right, as a reporter,
her to appeal.
As a reporter, I'm a mandated reporter. I gotta say this. Yes, Michael Phelps. Not sure if he ever tested positive for marijuana, but he had a video. and he had the bong and the weed and the whole nine, right?
Right.
So what happened to him?
He was.
No,
He did it
right
after.
after, right? Right after the Olympics was over, after he got all his gold medals and all that,
Right.
the video came out, so he was celebrating.
Right.
So he was suspended for 3 months, and he lost his Kellogg's cereal sponsorship, and the United States swim team, took all their funding away. He couldn't swim at, the United States official pool and all that. He had to go. He had to go swim by his cousin's house after that. For about 3 months.
Right. That's right. Well, he was smart enough to not do it before, because if you know you're going to run the Olympics, they're gonna drug test you. So that was just you got to do that. I hear echo.
No, I just don't want people to say, "Oh, they ain't do nothing to the white boy. They ain't do nothing to Michael Phelps." I'm just putting paint where it ain't. Michael Phelps was punished. He lost a lot of money, but he got it back though.
Yeah, I mean, Shakari's gonna be back, and if anything, they basically just put a chip on her shoulder. That's basically.
Hold up, Dave. Did somebody change something, because I'm hearing we're getting a bad echo behind our voices? Did somebody put on something Bluetooth or something? Because we hearing the echo very.
You damn right we did it.
Who that? I keep hearing.
No, I just think we got over 1 million listeners right now. That's what I think.
1 million. Okay. Yeah.
About a cool million. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So Shakari, we'll see you in the championship. You know, that's that. So we're gonna move on over to action. We got two guys. CP3, Drew Holiday, our Pelican. And I'm happy to see these guys in the finals. Somebody different. I just hope they both have a competitive spirit, and may the best man win.
And that will be Chris Paul. Chris Paul is a point guard. He's not just a point guard. I say this all the time, but I've been training my son to play like Chris Paul, because my son is not the tallest kid on the team, but he's very selfless. He's very unselfish. And he plays like Chris Paul. He's always wanted to play like Chris Paul. Early in his development, we was back when the New Orleans Hornets, and Chris Paul was there. He's always wanted to be like Chris Paul. He likes Chris Paul and he likes LeBron James. I said, but Chris Paul is so smart. He's always the smartest basketball player on the court at all times. So, I love Drew Holiday, but Chris Paul and Monty Williams, it's their time. And Monty Williams has been through the ringer. Monty Williams fooled around and lost his wife after the New Orleans Pelicans at that time fired him. He went to OKC. He lost his wife. And then he was an assistant coach for many years. And I think it just made him a better coach. Because as I recall, in New Orleans, he played like a slow down game. And I think New Orleans fans were frustrated with that slow down game. Slow it down. Let me call a play. Let me do this. Let me do that. Now he just let Chris Paul run the show. And they have a very up-tempo offense, But Monty is a complete coach. And I think that the Pelicans' problem, I don't mean to talk about the Pelicans so soon, but I think the Pelicans' problem is that they haven't been bringing in complete coaches. Like you bringing in Alvin Gentry, who's only an offensive coach. And then after that, you fire him. Then you bring in Stan Van Gundy, who's only a defensive coach. Monty Williams is one of those unique coaches that coaches both sides of the basketball. You know, so the Milwaukee Bucks have already been outcoached in the first game. They had Chris Paul on Brook Lopez, which is definitely a mismatch. Chris Paul was shaking and baking that boy, and they was actually seeking them out, which means that they were setting the screen and making Brook Lopez, be front and center on Chris Paul. They were making those actions happen. I was watching that, man, and I'm like, man, this is coaching all day. So we don't have LeBron James in these finals. We don't have Steph Curry, Kawhi Leonard. None of those people are in these finals. The best team is going to be the team that is best coached. This is a NBA Finals that's about coaching and the smartest players on the court.
How you feel, Dave?
I'm happy with both CP3 and for Drew Holiday. But the thing about CP3 is that CP3 could have been had a ring. If you remember when he was getting traded from New Orleans, the original trade was supposed to be for him to go to the Lakers. And he was supposed to play with Kobe Bryant. But that trade got vetoed, and that's why he was able to go. That's why he went to the Lakers. So if he would go to the Lakers with Kobe Bryant, he would have been had his ring. But because of the veto, he was forced to play on a lesser kind of team. The Clippers team, it was exciting, but it wasn't no championship team. And then he left the Clippers, and I think he made a step before he went to Houston. Then he went to OKC. And now he finally got a good solid team at Phoenix. Drew Holiday is not 36 years old. Drew Holiday still has a couple more years left, but he will have a chance. And I don't know what the Bucks are going to do with him, whether they're going to keep him around as part of the long term or not. But go ahead and let CP3 win his, so he can go ahead and retire as a champion. And I agree, Monty deserves to get that championship because the way he was treated in New Orleans after Anthony Davis left. After CP3 left, David West left, after Tyson Chandler left, he had a young Anthony Davis, and that was he didn't have no championship caliber team, and they did not allow him to stay long enough to build that team and have a say so in making the team into a championship team. So now Monty got the last place because he's about to win a championship. He's clearly going to outcoach Milwaukee. And now he's going to get the last laugh while the Pelicans are sitting here twiddling their thumbs.
Hey,
Third coach in 3 years.
Stephanie, Sweet Greg, are we getting echoes, y'all? Can you hear echo, Teddy?
Yeah, I can hear echo.
Yeah,
right. It's bad, and it's aggravating. We have technical difficulties right now. And it just happened all the time. David, make sure your echo cancellation. Go to your audio. Make sure your echo cancellation is checked. Your echo cancellation. Make sure it's checked.
Echo cancellation.
Yeah, go in the audio. Go to your settings, your camera and mic.
Yeah.
And see where it says audio. It'll say echo cancellation.
Yeah, it's checked.
I don't know what's going on. Yep, Steve says echo from all three of us.
Yeah, my echo cancellation is also checked. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, Steve. Stephanie. And it's loud. I mean, I can hear myself. It's kind of messing up my train of thought. Because wait a minute, it's gone.
All right, testing 1, 2, 3.
What you did, Teddy? What you did?
Man, I had to work some magic, man.
Look like Teddy might be the culprit here.
Might have been me. Might have been me, bro.
All right, well, we good now, y'all. We
Put it
good.
on the speakerphone. Yeah.
We good. It's good and clear. Look, everybody say it's clear now. All right.
Okay, cool.
We back. We good. So you say you got CP3 in this and 6, huh?
Might be 5.
I'll tell you something. If Phoenix win tonight, I'm going 5.
Yeah.
Ain't no brooms. I don't hear no brooms. Ain't no sweeping.
I wouldn't.
Nah.
The,
Well,
nah.
it can't be no sweep because the commercials gotta play. They gotta have their rating, so at least gotta go Friday.
Money, too much money involved.
Yeah, too much money involved.
When was the last time they had a sweep in the finals? Have they ever had one?
Good question.
It was close when LeBron James and them lost 4-1.
That was close. I don't think we ever had a straight 4 without winning a game because they knew they weren't going to make no money.
They're not going to let that happen.
That's a good period. I'm going to look that one up.
Right. They're not going to let that happen. Oh. But like I said, I think CP3, I think it's his time to get a championship. He's been in the league 16 years, man.
Whoa, nah. Yeah.
And for him to get it, he got to get. What's up, Roderick? He got to get it now. Now or never.
Yeah.
Adetokounmpo is still young. Drew is still fairly young. Mm-hmm. Chris up there. Chris up there. He got to get it now.
But the way he played, the way Chris Paul played, he could play for another 2-3 years. Easy in Phoenix. Especially in Phoenix. Because Phoenix be having all that aloe vera and all that alternative medicine. They brought Shaq back to life when he played there for a year. A lot of people don't remember. Shaquille O'Neal played in Phoenix for 1 year. And then after that, he went to Boston. And after that, I say, but when he went to Phoenix, they fixed him up real good. They had him in cryogenic chambers and they had him eating all type of, desert leaves and stuff like that. Like the Phoenix Suns, they really take care of your body.
Mm-hmm.
So they might introduce Chris Paul to the fountain of youth. He might do another 2, 3, 4 years out there. So
yeah, I like Phoenix, man. Phoenix is very clean. I was out there at Nellis Air Force Base, man. Everything looked new. Well, that was back. That was a couple of years ago. But I like Phoenix, man. I like Phoenix. But moving on, we can't come on here without talking about the one thing that we love, and that's our New Orleans Saints, man. And right now, things kind of slow, but Marcus Williams, man, time's running out. I think he got till what, Dave? July 15th to sign that long-term deal?
Yeah,
you better do it.
July 15th.
You better do it.
Mm-hmm.
You better lock him up. You think he worth it, bro? Teddy?
No, I don't. That's why I say he better do it.
Wow.
No, actually, I don't. I think they
You gotta tell him why you feel that way, Ted.
Well, I feel like, Marcus Williams, he has some of the stats, right? But when you think of Marcus Williams, do you think Palomalu? Do you think Ed Reed? Do you think, a hard hitter, ball hawk? Every now and again, he gets an interception, But at the end of the day, he can be replaced. And everybody remembers him.
If you think about it, those guys were Hall of Famers. And, you have to take what you can get. And this is all we can get. We can't get no Palomalu. And we got to pay what we got.
Yeah, but we draft pretty well. So I said we drafted this guy out of Utah. We draft pretty well. So I'm just saying.
I draft pretty well. No, we don't.
Hey, you're talking about a couple of players, man. Look at the play. Look at that draft when we got Ramchak, we got Lattimore.
And that was the last good draft the Saints
Teddy.
had.
What's up, Stan? My boy Stan Schofield from the neighborhood is on here. What's up, boys? Say something, Stan. Let us know you're here, baby. I see you watching, but I ain't getting no comment. There he is. That's my homie, man. We was little ones, bro, coming up in the neighborhood back in day. Yeah, we was little ones, man. Man, doing this thing out there in Houston.
Okay, Houston, H-Town. I like Houston.
Yeah, everybody done went to Houston, man. My cuz out there. Yeah, Houston, H-Town. So I don't know where Teddy went, but
Yeah, I think he kind of
Teddy
lost.
said,
He's
hey,
back. He's coming back.
hey, Teddy, you back. What
Yeah, man. Hey, I must have been tripping. I must have been tripping talking about Marcus Williams bad like that, man.
Yeah. Marcus behind your house. He done
He couldn't let
He
it off.
pulled the plug on me, man. He pulled the plug on me, bro.
Yeah.
No,
I
but
mean, but
Marcus Williams
that's
is a good player. He's humble. And I think that's why the Saints put the franchise tag on him immediately. You know, they couldn't let him walk, you know. But I mean, I stand on my square, and I can tell you, he can be replaced. He can be replaced. I mean, you could put Malcolm Jenkins over there. You can put PJ Williams back there. When I think PJ Williams would be a good safety, a way better safety than corner. So if you're trying to save money, because if Marcus Williams wants top flight safety money, that's why the negotiations haven't gone the way that they supposed to, because he would have signed by now. So if he wants goddamn $15 million a year as a safety, Saints just got out of salary cap hell. They'll start over at the safety position, drafting another player. But since they have Malcolm Jenkins, since they have PJ Williams, since they have these young safeties that they've drafted over the last couple of years, they have an opportunity to have him be on the franchise tag. All right, you don't want to sign the contract, Marcus? You can be on the franchise tag for the remainder of the year. And then, you know what I'm saying, we see you when we see you,
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, but I think that if he signs, that's why I'm saying he should just sign the deal. He trust the Saints that they're going to give you as much as they could, as much as they can, without hurting themselves. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Look, we got a question.
That's not enough for him. You got to move on.
That's right. We got some questions. Stan say, does Michael Thomas want out? What's up with him? Myself, I don't think Mike going nowhere. Once the season starts, he's just like a big baby, bro. He's still kind of sore on what happened last season. And we ain't gonna let Mike go. I don't think Mike going anywhere. Even Steve said, I'm with Stan, where's Mike? Mike working his butt off for a massive season. I think Mike gonna have a good season, bro. He's gonna be back.
Do y'all think Michael Thomas being the highest paid wide receiver, or the first wide receiver to get $100 million, the first wide receiver to get $20 million, do you think that it affected his drive?
I don't think it affected his drive. I think more than anything, the injuries is what kind of, especially last season, his injuries is kind of what kind of got him frustrated. But
I'm gonna tell you.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think he really deserved $100 million for the simple fact that we've had this discussion before on this show.
Touchdowns.
And the touchdowns. He has yet to have double-digit touchdowns. The catches are great, the yardages are great, but you play your main goal is to cross that goal line. And if you only hit 9 touchdowns as your career high, I think you've done it twice. There are other receivers, I can think of 5 offhand currently in the NFL that's had multiple 10+ touchdown receiving seasons. But as far as his what's going on with him right now, I think his injury is probably getting the best of him. And I think Drew Brees not being able to get him the ball deep has something on him as well. And it has to be. Because I'm not saying that Michael Thomas can't get 10 touchdowns. He definitely has the ability, but when you're only limited to throwing, 20, no more than 20, 25 yards accurately, the defense is going to scheme against that.
Exactly. So see, the problem is the Saints, the way they run their offense. And when they get inside the red zone, you know, Michael Thomas is like the third option. You know, you have Kamara in there, you have your tight ends in there. And, you know, I just think that's the fact. And then Breeze not being able to throw deep. You know, that's what's keeping him from getting those touchdowns. And if you remember, y'all, it all started with Chauncey Gardner and Michael Thomas getting into it. This is where it all started. When he punched the Chauncey in the face and they suspended him. He was hurt because he probably felt like they shouldn't have suspended him because y'all know how Chauncey Gardner is, bro. He gets under your skin, and he probably got under his skin, and he punched his ass, and then they went and suspended him, and he was upset, and that's when the injuries started happening. You know, I think it's that whole season last year was started with that bullshit right there.
But Chauncey be the main one crying on the sideline, so Chauncey need to stop trying to bully people because he ain't nothing but a crybaby himself. I said it. Yeah, I said it. Damn. I said Michael Thomas. Look, this is a very unpopular opinion. I said it before, I'm gonna say it again. Michael Thomas is a Drew Brees wide receiver. Now that Drew Brees is gone, this may be the time that if Baltimore is trying to give you Marlon Humphrey and give you Hollywood Brown and a first-round pick for Michael Thomas, it might be that time. I'm just saying. Because Jameis Winston is not going to be throwing slants all day. That's not what he do. Like, he wants to throw that long ball. So Michael Thomas, his name is so huge, it might be the time to give Alvin Kamara more time, Traquan more time, Marquez Callaway more time. You know, I said Michael Thomas might be expendable since the Drew Brees era is over. Now, I said you let Michael Thomas play the first couple games, 6 games, 8 games, 10 games. But then when it come time and you got to pay him that $20 million again next year, you know, you might be able to get a few first-round draft picks. You might be able to get a nice safety out the deal. You might be able to get a whole bunch of chicken sandwiches out the deal. So that's all I'm saying. I love
disagree. I disagree with that because I feel that he played. I think Michael Thomas played to what Drew Brees could do. You know what I'm saying? He's a big body. So the slant, if the slant there, you're going to throw it to a big body like Michael Thomas because he's going to catch. He's got good hands. He's got that size. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, but I think he can run. If you looked at him, his stats from college, if you looked at him, even with Drew Brees in his first season, you know, he caught some deep balls.
You don't think the league?
He caught deep balls.
You don't think the league is starting to catch up to what he's doing?
Huh?
You don't think the league is starting to catch up to what Michael Thomas run?
That's what I'm saying. He's not going to do that, bro. He's going to be more of a versatile receiver. He's going to be able to do all the routes. He's going to be able to do the go routes. He's going to be able to do. He's going to be able to go deep and everything. Just watch what I'm telling you. He's faster than Evans. If Evans can go deep, and you remember Jameis Winston used to put the ball in the pocket. Evans ain't no speedster, but he got a lot of deep balls.
Evans hit Lattimore, burnt him one time, man.
Yeah, that's because he has Zishin on him. You can't, the cornerback can't go through the receiver. Listen. So if you got that Zishin, what are you going to do? Let me behind you. If you put the ball where it's supposed to be, I was a receiver. I didn't have no super blazing speed. But if I'm between cornerback, he gonna grab me around my neck and pass interference me, or he gonna get boinked. And 9 times out of 10,
this is my
ball left, he gonna get boinked.
This is my concern.
So believe me, bro. Michael Thomas is gonna show you that he can not only do slants, he can do all the routes he needs to do to be a receiver, bro. And
this is my concern. I believe in Michael Thomas. I love Michael Thomas. I think he's a bully out there. We need that. I said, but here's the thing. Tampa Bay, they exposed him, bro, twice, you know. So, yeah, 3 times, really. I said, first game he got hurt. I said, second game, you know, it was Traquan. It was something different. We couldn't even go to Michael Thomas. Why? Because what they had is they put linebackers on his routes. So they had a linebacker underneath shadowing his slant route. So the cornerback was trailing and they had a linebacker running in front of Michael Thomas, you know, backing up the same route. So I guarantee you, if I saw that, every NFL team saw that. So what I'm saying, since Tampa Bay did that to Michael Thomas, he has been exposed. He gonna have to do something else. So good thing Jameis Winston coming along, who could throw the ball further than 25, 30 yards, you know, and Michael Thomas should be able to show us more. But it could be an opportunity, like I say, for a trade. I'm not paying $20 million.
All right, look, Michael Thomas,
look,
this the last we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about this Michael Thomas.
You getting in your feelings?
No, I'm just saying. I'm not getting in no feelings. I'm just saying, bro. 2019, the dude caught 100. Did he catch 149 slants?
He was rated the number one wide receiver in the league.
Slants? But that's what I'm saying. Did he catch all slants? Y'all keep saying he's a slant boy.
He's a slant king.
You know, well, yeah, he might be, but he didn't catch 149. He caught more balls than anybody else, bro. And even though you know he's gonna slant, you couldn't stop him. So
you see,
all the coaches you said that game plan for Michael Thomas and say we're gonna stop the slant, we're gonna do this, they couldn't do it in 19. And in 20, like I said, the bullshit happened with Chauncey Gardner and the injuries. That's the only reason he didn't have a great year. So we're gonna see what he's gonna do this year.
You know why they was fighting? You know why they was fighting so? Because Chauncey called him the slant boy.
Well, he used to that. I'm sure that's
I think most of the reason why he's run those slants is because of the quarterback's limited arm.
Right.
Exactly. That's why I say Drew Brees.
I mean, I'm not against a trade for Michael Thomas. I'm not. I think he could be. I think he can be.
His name is big.
If this boy come out here catching deep passes on go routes and deep posts, then we're gonna have to say, okay, he
got good hands now. He got good hands. If he could run them longer routes, man, them, you know what I'm saying? Them sluggos, them slant and goal. Everybody think you running a slant, but you run a sluggo, a slant and go. Oh yeah, you got something.
Yeah, I said, but sluggos in the deep post, and James could get it in between the safeties. Yeah, you're gonna say, yeah, he's worth the money, and he's gonna be a mismatch. You know, if James could get him the ball deep, he's gonna probably out jump your average corner and safety anyway. Your average corner safety is gonna be shorter than him, definitely gonna be lighter than him. So he's gonna win most 50-50 balls anyway when it's in the air. It's just a matter of just him running a clean route and James being able to put it out there so he can go get it, which I think he can do.
Right. Now, you know, Soul, I'm always keep it real. I'm just saying that's a very touchy subject because Michael Thomas is, you know, he's MVP material. But if there's somebody that's going to be an MVP on the Saints team this year, his number is number 41.
Okay, well, that's our next topic. We're going to talk about who's going to have a breakout season. Who's your offensive and defensive MVPs? And I'm going to start. I feel that the person that I think is going to have, because he's got a big chip on his shoulder, you know, is going to start in training camp. You know, I'm talking about J-Bo. I think J-Bo is going to have a great season because all the odds and everybody's against him. Everybody's looking for all the Taysom Hill guys are looking for J-Bo to fail and Taysom, you know, to take over. And I think J-Bo is going to have a great season under Sean Payton. That's my offense. Now, I go to defense, somebody who's been inconsistent, and I said this on Sports Overtime, is Marshawn Lattimore. I think he's going to step up his game this year, and he's got to. Because we don't have that, you know, what we have on the other side, like Jack Rabbit and all that. So he got to shut down his side, you know. And I think he's going to have a better season also. So that's my two right there. J-Bo and Marcus Lattimore going to have great seasons this year. Who you got? Alvin Kamara and who?
And defensive line, defensive tackle, African. David Anyamara. Oh, yeah. The Black Panther.
What you got, Dave?
After David Onyemata get a sack, he go like this.
Wakanda forever. Huh?
Wakanda forever.
Oh man, offensive MVP.
Well,
I think Jago is going to be your most improved player. That's for sure. But as far as offensive MVP, I think it's going to have to be Alvin Kamara. I mean, he's just a game breaker every time he gets the ball, no matter where you at on the field. He's a threat to take it to the house no matter what, and it's not going to change. You know, I mean, you ain't got to worry about Taysom Hill not being able to read defense. You ain't got to worry about Taysom Hill, fumbling the ball. You got a quality quarterback that's going to be able to get it to him in space, and it's going to allow the defense to have to play back and allow him to run between tackles. So that's going to be my offensive MVP is Alvin Kamara. My defensive MVP is the guy who has basically been the most consistent and the best player on the Saints defense since they acquired him, and that's DeMario Davis. He's always going to be my defensive MVP because the man is just a freak when he comes to tackles for loss. He don't get a lot of sacks, but he gets them when he can't when in certain situations. But he can cover. DeMario Davis can do everything. He's always going to be my MVP.
I'm gonna say let me touch on Alvin Kamara. The only reason I didn't say Alvin Kamara because usually when you say breakout player, you're talking about somebody who had a down year, and then the next year you say, "Oh, they're gonna break out." Alvin Kamara has been good since he got here.
Oh, I thought you said MVP. Oh, you said
no. I was just saying why I didn't pick Alvin Kamara because I know injury free Alvin Kamara is gonna be a freak always. If he's healthy, he's gonna be exciting. He's gonna be electric. I already know that. But I'm just talking about players that were down and breaking out or MVP. I say MVP, but I really meant breakout players.
Oh, breakout player. Okay.
They had their down year. They coming back. You know what I'm saying? Just like your boy said. But like I said, Alvin Kamara is gonna always have a good season. Always, unless Taysom Hill's the quarterback.
Yeah, exactly. If you're talking about a breakout player, you know what? I'm gonna go with Marquez Callaway. I just think that he showed some flashes last year, and I think with a 4-time good quarterback like Jameis Winston, he's gonna be able to show what he can do. Traquan, he's been there. How long Traquan been the same now? About 5 years now. 5, 6 years.
About time.
So he's had his time. Marcus Callaway, this is I think going on his second or third year, and like I said, he showed some flashes last year, and I think that he's gonna probably be the breakout player this season coming up. As far as defense goes, yeah, I would have to agree. It's gonna have to be a lineman. It could be
what about Marcus Davenport.
I pretty much gave up hope on him. It could be Onyemata or the guy they got from Kansas. Well, the guy from Kansas City. I ain't even trying to pronounce his name. No, right? And the guy from Kansas City. That's what we're gonna know him as.
The guy from Kansas City.
Yeah, so it could be a lineman. Yeah, it could definitely be a lineman. So that's who I would choose for breakout players. Onyemata and Marquez Callaway.
Roderick said Callaway and Williams. So he thinking Marcus Williams.
Marcus Williams per se really hasn't had a down year.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't have the stats, but his play on the field has still been dynamic.
I don't care what he did. He had a down year. The year our last game was against Minnesota. I don't care if he had 80 intercepts. He had a down year because of that one play.
That was 2 years ago.
Well, you say he ain't never had a down year. That was down.
I mean, you can't fall the whole year just on that one play, man.
Man,
look how many
big that play was.
Williams ahead.
Yeah, Stan. I say Mike did click out when CD Deuce called him slant boy, my boy.
My boy Doug Grissom. I was trying to find out. He said no disrespect, but I disagree. So I was trying to. What you disagree on, Doug? Before we get off the show, if you can comment on that, what you disagreed about.
You feel me? The tech we like, folks. We like it when you chat and ask us questions because we can respond to them.
That's right.
I said so. The guy before that, he said that he feels like Michael Thomas has mental issues, some type of emotional issues. And I was like, well, he did, mental issues. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? That's what he said. So what y'all think about that? Do you think
I don't think he's mental.
issues?
I think he's childish. He's still young.
Right.
And I think that's his issues. Need to grow up. That's what I think.
Right.
I mean, you could go either or. I mean, I guess he's very expressive with his childish. That's for sure.
Now see that wide receiver that played for Tampa. I think he has got mental issues.
Who, Mike Evans?
Antonio Brown.
No, you know who I'm talking about.
Antonio Brown.
Yes. Have you seen some of the videos that surface with that boy with his old lady and but that boy crazy. That boy is nuts. He did look okay, but he would have to ball out because the other side is unknown.
You talk about Marcus Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing about Malcolm Jenkins is kind of old now.
Yeah.
So we don't know how much tires left on the tread. I mean, how much tread left on that tire.
Steve got something for David.
See, he trying to get me started. Okay.
Hey, Teddy, he don't like Adam Troutman.
No. Don't say that. Do not say that. It's not that I don't like him. I'm just saying he's unproven. I don't have no film. I don't have no college film, no pro film for me to say this guy is going to come in and ball out. Okay, yes, he had all these catches and all these yards, but he went to Braid My Hair Academy and played against inferior talent at whatever college he went to.
Dayton. He went to Dayton.
Okay,
Dayton.
Yeah, Dayton Community College, whatever he went to. He did not play no Power 5 competition. I don't think that Troutman is going to come in.
Who went down?
He a quality starting tight end. That's all I'm saying. I hope he does. If he does, he's helping out the team.
Yeah, do you like Lance Moore?
Yeah, Lance Moore was a productive role player.
Lance Moore went to the same college. You went to Dayton. Listen,
okay.
I said, let me tell you who's going to be the starting tight end for the Saints. It's going to be Taysom Hill.
Exactly.
I'm serious. I'm serious. That's who's going to be running them routes because that's who's going to be running them routes.
Hey, Dave. He said, "Come on, David. You know, Filter would be yelling out you right now.
I know he would, and I'm going to sit here and say the same thing until he proved to me on the field. I'm going to keep on saying the same thing. Okay, as of right now, I predict he'll probably have 20 catches.
Okay, well we'll see.
As of right now, hopefully he'll get 40. Hopefully he'll get 50. But as of right now, here's the thing about me. When I evaluate talent, I look at your feel, your technique and stuff like that, your technique and your speed. But I'm also a big advocate of who you played against. Okay. I look at it like this. If you played against top tier competition, and I know that there are some exceptions. If you played against top tier competition that lets me know you can handle it when you get to the pro league. Now you mentioned Lance Moore, but I'll tell you, I'll give you somebody else. What's the defensive end? What's the defensive end that used to play for the Raiders, that played for the Bears? Now kept Mack.
Khalil Mack.
Huh?
Khalil
Mack. Khalil Mack. Is he a pretty good player?
Hell yeah.
Okay. He went to
Buffalo College.
He went to Buffalo. And you might say, well, I mean, Buffalo is nothing. But here's something about Khalil Mack at Buffalo. He had one game against Ohio State in 2013 where he had 3 sacks, he had 2 interceptions, and one of the interceptions he took back to the house. That shows me enough right there. Yeah, he can't help who Buffalo scheduled. But when they played against Ohio, and that Ohio State team was a national championship Ohio State team.
The top 13.
He won that national championship that year. But for him to have that kind of stat line against an Ohio State team, and even though he played for that little small school, lets me know, okay, this guy can play in the league. He can play with the big boys. Troutman, even though he went to Daytona Change My Oil Academy, didn't have no stats against an Ohio State, against a Michigan, against an LSU, against a Texas, against a Florida State. He doesn't have that. And he didn't have no breakout rookie season either.
Let me just say this. You know, every now and then you're gonna have some good players that's gonna come out of small schools, just like Colston came out of Hofstra, Lance Moore, Dayton, Adam Troutman, Dayton. Look at Darren Sharper, William and Mary. These schools do not put out a whole bunch of great, but every now and then you're gonna have a great player or something that's gonna come out of them small schools. You know?
Okay.
Every now and then.
And here's a challenge. You go look up the players you just mentioned that went to those small schools, and I guarantee that they played against at least one Power 5 school.
And got destroyed.
The team got destroyed, but that don't mean that they didn't have some good stats. That's the challenge.
So we'll see. But like I said, we got a defensive end that we drafted first round out of Houston. You know, they don't play nobody, but hopefully this guy, we found a needle in the haystack. You know.
Oh yeah.
We'll see.
We found a needle, but I believe it's that needle that sticks in your tire when you're rolling on the street. They're going to bust your tire. That's what I think it's going to be.
Well, look, y'all. Hey, time flies when you're having fun, man. I just want to that we had a good show, and I want to thank Teddy for coming in and filling in for Mike T tonight.
Hold on. Steve was out for me, man. What's up with this, Steve?
Oh.
He said if he chips it up, you taking us out for dinner and paying.
Who ripped it up? Troutman.
Okay, Steve, I take that. I tell you what, Steve. If Troutman has 40 plus catches, over 900 yards,
900
and six touchdowns.
I would not only
take everybody out to dinner.
That's all pro. That's all pro right there.
I will get.
David, you ain't got to have 900 yards to have a good season as a tight end. You ain't got to have no.
I will get on this.
Especially with the Saints.
I will get on this show and say, I'll get on this show buck naked on live and say Adam Troutman is the GOAT of tight end. How about that, Steve? And then I get a piece of paper and I will write 2 words on a piece of paper, my words, and I'm gonna ball it up and I'm gonna eat it because I will eat my words buck naked live. How about that, Steve? Now.
That man said he just want a steak dinner. That's all he want. He don't want you to get in your birthday suit.
Well, I mean, he lives in Australia. I might get send some kangaroo meat over there. Something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that kangaroo meat do be good.
Oh really? You had it? I ain't know you eat kangaroo.
Hey, alligator meat. That's how we roll down. Yeah.
Rice and booty cheeks for everyone. Come on, and look.
Jambalaya.
Steve said, no, keep your clothes on, Dave. Keep your clothes on, bro.
Only don't tell it like it is. Only don't tell it like it is.
But look, let me say this. We're gonna have, we're gonna have Teddy G back. I just want to say, I want to talk about right quick. Remember, my crew, we rolling. We got about 60 cabins booked, and we rolling. Had 2 people booked today, so it's looking good. I reached out to Ricky. Everybody ready? Robert Meacham, Delvin Bro, Tyrone Hughes, Chopper, all my other performers, King Mike, Jay the Wizard. We looking good. And remember, bro, we having the kickoff party August 28th. I think David gonna come. I know Teddy G gonna be in the house. I ain't sold on Troutman either.
Thank you, Hakeem.
Hakeem, why you just had to come and be messy, bro?
Nah, he telling the truth.
I'm telling y'all.
But like I said, hey, Hakeem, I want you at my kickoff party too, bro, and on the crew.
Taysom Hill gonna be the starting tight end. I'm telling y'all.
Yeah, he will.
Taysom Hill, yeah, he probably will. You're right. You're right, because he won't be starting at quarterback. But anyway,
Pay him that money. He got to play somewhere.
Y'all hit me up. I know Tiffy and Dave coming down for the kickoff party, and we're gonna have a shing ding. It's gonna be nice. We're gonna go to the game after the party's from 3 to 6. Then we're gonna go straight to the Saints' last preseason game. So we're gonna have fun, man. Holler at me, so I may try and come through. All right. There you go. That's my bond. Hakeem. All right, I'm gonna holler at you. As a matter of fact, right when I get off, when we get off this show, I'm hollering at you. But y'all have anything y'all want to say? Promote anything like that?
It's not anything really official, but this is for all our Saints fans here in Atlanta. This is not in stone yet, but we're planning to have a 3-day lockdown here in Atlanta when the Saints come to play the Falcons. I mean, a 3-day party lockdown.
And we're gonna be up there.
Friday night, a party on Saturday, then a party on Sunday. So
yep, me and Dave getting all this together. He doing it on that end. I'm doing it on this end. We're gonna bring everybody out there because I do have a bus ride going out to Atlanta. So it's gonna be nice. We're gonna have like he said, a 3-day jammy jam, and we're gonna beat the pants off the Atlanta Falcons too. So remember, y'all, it's nothing personal, straight biz. We'll see you next time on Tell It Like It Is.
Teddy G, appreciate you joining me, bro.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Y'all be good. I'm gonna give you a holler, Ted.
Hey, this is for Jimmy Buckets. He's sitting there messing with Rachel. He should have been messing with his black coffee. Jimmy, what you doing, Jimmy?
Boy, Jimmy Buckets had to hit that boy.
You got some closing music for us?
Boy, you know how long they was in the bucket? How long they was in the bubble without no bucket, boy?
I know, man. You know, a lot of stuff went on in that bucket. I mean, in that bubble.
Yeah, they had to make a couple buckets, man.
Yeah, you know that, man. It probably was 10 men to every woman in the bucket.
They had to plug a couple leaks. Like a plumber.
All right, y'all. We out. Y'all be cool. Have a good night. Be safe.
Go Suns.
And remember, Saints plus soul equals
Super Bowl.
That's right.